Hello, it's me again after some time, and today it's gonna be a little bit shorter, I hope. It's gonna be about this wonderful movie, and good. I've been very unproductive this year. Too much work, somehow going to the cinema needs to be financed, and I actually have to go to a normal job and do that. So not so much time for cinema and recording this year. The usual podcast suffered a lot too. So the last two videos I already took in December, and it took that long to get them out. So I hope this one will be faster. Anyway, it's about that movie today that's called Love on Trial. It's a movie by Koji Fukuda, who you might know from stuff like Harmonium or Love Life or A Girl Missing. Those are the three that I had seen so far. And this was now my fourth one. I somehow need to catch up with his older stuff, because so far all of his movies have been quite brilliant. A director who is very active internationally. I think this one was a Japanese-French co-production as well, so he gets some good support from Europe, and it does some pretty amazing stuff. In this case, he did a movie about idols. So the lead actress in this movie is Kyoko Saito, who used to be an idol for Hinatazaka 46, one of these number groups with millions of girls, and this was her first lead role, if I'm correct. And she did a good job, of course, because it's basically her business. And Fukuda tried to contact some other idol agencies and stuff to get someone to play this part, and they were all not so pleased because of the content of this movie. So they were like, nope, none of our girls will appear in your movie. Other actors here are Yuki Kuda, who I have seen recently quite a lot. Especially he was in Over the Town and Ichiko, wonderful movies. We have Kenjiro Tsuda, who is mostly known as a voice actor, for example, in the new Chainsaw Man movie or in 100 Meters, but he was, for example, in Shin Ultraman as well, or a lot of other stuff that you have seen him or heard him. And we have Erika Karata, who plays here the manager of this idol group that the movie is about, and she has some history with problems caused by her romantic relationships, which is quite important for this movie. Her career was a little bit derailed for a year or two. Now she's back. Originally she was she became famous with Hamaguchi's Asako 1 and 2, and recently we saw her, for example, in Desert of Namibia, but she was, for example, in the Netflix productions Queen of Villains and Glassheart. Queen of Villains? Yeah, it's Netflix. Yeah, I just doubted myself for a second here. So what's this movie? It's called Love on Trial. I just want to mention that this poster, let's compare the Japanese poster with the international poster. The international one is already pretty awful, and I don't know why. Some people somehow believe that all text should be removed from posters in general, except for the title, which I think speaks for those people's lack of sense for any kind of design, because look at it, it looks bad, really, really bad. You have so much like empty space around her, and it's just terribly boring and awful. So if you are one of those people who believes that movie posters shouldn't have any text on them, then what's wrong? Just no. the text is part of the design of the poster, and there's empty space for the text. So if you remove the text, you just have empty space. Who wants to look at empty space? Do you look at white walls all day long? Weird people. Anyway, wonderful movie. In a sense, it reminds us of Fukuda's Harmonium, and that sense is the movie is completely split in two parts. And it's a pretty rigid tonal shift. The whole plot suddenly takes a complete different turn. In this case, it's not a spoiler because it's in the title. It's when the love is on trial, actually. Yeah, so that's not a big surprise here. I think it's good that it's not a big surprise, because you would say, he's just repeating himself, silly sausage. But no, it's good. Some people complain that it takes too long to get to the trial, and some people might complain that the actual trial isn't even all that central. I expected some big law drama or something. I love courtroom dramas, and it's not that. So in that sense, you might be slightly disappointed, but it's a pretty brilliant movie anyway, because it focuses on this weird parallel world that the idol scene has created. It focuses on the characters and how they see the world and what happens to them when the balance gets out of balance. The balance gets disrupted and stuff happens and unforeseen things happen. So what's the big thing? We have an idol group that's called Happy Funfair, and we realize quite soon that it's a quite common thing that in the contract for the girls, it's mentioned that they can't have any relationships with the other sex. So romantic relationships. Of course, they can be friends with people, especially they can be friends with men. It's not prohibited. But if there's anything romantic going on, that's against the rules, because it might become public and then you make less money. That's another thing here, very central for this movie. This whole business idea of creating these kind of relationships with the fans and just exploit them as much as you can. So I hear that quite a lot. People buy sometimes, I don't know, hundreds of CDs to get codes to join a lottery to get the chance to go to a fan meeting. So I talked to someone who spent lot of money to buy just the same CD over and over again to, I don't know, 100 copies or something, and then enter the lottery 100 times and fail every time. And in the end, she couldn't go to that fan meeting. And it's a quite terrible system. And Fukuda thought for a while about presenting this world just in a completely negative way. He believes it's a human rights issue with these contracts that prohibits them from having relationships. It's, by the way, not only the idol world. I think, for example, in Takarazuka, that female cast only theater, it's the same, and probably some other parts of the entertainment industry. And even if it's not prohibited, it's quite common that people don't talk about that, be it to protect their private life or just to let people believe that maybe someday there could be a chance for me and my beloved idol. And we see this idol group lifestyle a little bit. The girls live together, and one of them does some streaming, like video games, so cool, fun. And they do stuff together. They enjoy life, they dance, they sing. We see some concert scenes. It's all quite fun and nice. And then we get these like fan meetings, and then the fans come and they're like, oh, I bought so many CDs to come here, and all these things. And you feel a bit sorry for them, but Fukuda decided, and that's maybe someone pointed it out in a review, that the movie doesn't really explain to a foreign audience what's going on and how these systems work. And Fukuda said the movie would probably be easier to understand if he had done it in this like completely negative way, but he decided, the more he researched about it, he decided to be more fair and present it in all the complexity that it has. And I mean, even though the fans are being exploited, the girls are being, basically it's a big exploitation industry, there's still a lot of goodness in there. Like, the groups give the fans a good chunk of happiness, and the girls have all kinds of reasons why they are in the group. Some love singing and dancing, some just love the idols that came before them, and some use it as a stepping stone to get to other career opportunities. And that's what he wanted to present here, instead of just complaining about the human rights issues. And it would be way too easy, and I feel like it would be quite boring to just see a movie that hits on the idols. It's very, very easy to hate it and feel like it's all completely disgusting. I mean, I remember one time I talked to a friend's friend, and her niece joined a like underground idol group, and so she went to that concert and to see how it's going on. It's like quite young girls, and they were all surrounded by like horny old men, and it's very easy to condemn that. It's very questionable, but it's a much more complex situation. I think we shouldn't just break everything down to the easiest conclusion we can draw. I went to some other like Joshi wrestling, so women's wrestling events, and just looked at what's going on there. And it's quite similar. You have like attractive young girls in that case who beat each other up, and then you have very lonely and horny looking middle-aged man who go there and pay money to take a picture with them or something. And but it all seemed super friendly, and nobody caused any trouble or anything. So everything was peaceful and harmonic, and everybody seemed quite happy. And what's wrong with that if people accept that they have to invest quite some money to find some happiness? Well, I guess that's their problem. They're old enough in general. Anyway, we're getting ahead. I just want to point out that the whole situation is more complex, and Fukuda tried his best to capture that. There was even like a long monologue scene that explained a lot, and he just cut it out when he felt like, that's not good enough. That's not what this theme or this topic deserves. And good choice. Anyway, so we have this group, and what happens is one of the girls gets in trouble because on social media there shows up a picture of her singing karaoke with a nice guy, and who was actually her kind of boyfriend. And she got in a lot of trouble, and he had to dump him and give a big what is it called? apology and explain and just say, hey, we're just good friends. There's nothing going on. Don't worry, my fans. I'm still free for you all, basically. And so that's the big setup for the main issue. So basically just establishing the consequences that it might have to have a boyfriend. And while this happens, our main character meets a guy. He's kind of a street performer. And then we have these two contrasting worlds. They're both entertainers, but she is in this very strict, rigid system where everything she does is decided by other people. Like the songs are decided, the group who's in the center is decided, everything is decided by the producers and the agency and so on. And she basically has no freedom. She's just a tool in the toolbox for the producers to make money. And on the other hand, the street performer, who is presented in a very, very magical way. It's so wonderful to see him doing stuff that's literally physically impossible, which becomes quite important for the big break in the middle. So she sees this guy and he's just this magical super dude, mysterious, wonderful, living in his car, just choosing everything he wants or doesn't want to do. And he's completely free, gets straight money from the people without having to exploit them, without having to beg, basically. He just does his thing, and if they want to give him money, they give him money. Everything is completely free, without pressure, without any exploitation. And she likes that very much. It's like, oh, and in the end, this whole thing breaks down because one of the fans, we see him before, he's the one who tells a story about, I bought so many CDs to just come here and meet you. And he freaks out, and it's basically a little terrorist attack on one of their events. And I think that to contrast this dynamic with the dangerous fan who freaks out if something doesn't go his way, I think in the end he gets stopped by another fan. So they try to keep up this balance of not everyone who goes there is a freak. There might be some, but there are very normal, kind people as well. So that's good. Anyway, and when she realizes how strange her relationship to the fans is, basically she gets into this van where the dude lives and goes off with him. And then we get to the title, Love on Trial. And the movie switches completely from magical. First we have this magical performance. The fans are like, oh my god, these girls are so wonderful, so lovely, so great. And she has the same feelings for the street performer. And suddenly we're in really nasty, disgusting, simple, gray reality. All magic is removed, and we have to follow first this trial, where she has to explain everything, including how she got to being an idol. And I think there was something that she was aware of this passage in the contract where it says that she can't have any relationships, but when she signed the contract, she was basically a teenager and didn't really care about contracts. That's another thing that's quite important for all this. The girls who enter this industry are usually, or the people who enter this industry are usually way too young to really understand the consequences of what they're signing. And they just want to get to the goal. And anyway, so that's all quite impressive how she explains all this. And at the same time, we have her now relationship with her street performer, who suddenly isn't all that magical. He's a super nice guy, and he tries to support her as much as he can, but supporting her means that, yeah, he can't be as free as he used to be, and that might be an issue for their relationship because that's what she fell in love with. And yeah, the rest of the movie is just like the consequence of, yeah, getting lost in this illusion, basically. She kind of fell for a similar illusion as her fan. She basically switched the sides. She became the fan and then got disappointed when it didn't play out the way it was, or that she believed it was. And yeah, it gets to a, I think, very interesting, not all that negative ending. Usually with Fukuda, I have this feeling, maybe that's just the harmonium feeling, where you feel like, oh, nothing that happens here can lead to any positivity. This needs to go down. Now here it's yeah, kind of nice, kind of good. And there's another like big reveal at the end that I will not spoil here, which I thought is very smart and very nice. But yeah, overall, it's a very gorgeous movie. Yeah, if you're even remotely interested in this idol world, there are a lot of good idol movies. I'm surprised. There was, for example, another one that's called Noise that was very good. Yeah, I'm not an idol fan at all. I don't enjoy the music. If I listen to music, or especially live performance, I want some like humans playing the music. So AI music isn't a thing that I want to anything to do with. It's just but yeah, they're good movies about idols. It's quite interesting. It's a quite interesting world to just take a little look in, and if it's fair like this and good like this, it's yeah, quite a pleasure to enjoy some idol content without even enjoying the music all that much. Here too, the music is just, I don't care. I don't care for this kind of stuff. But yeah, just one more thing. You saw it in the poster. I think her face and her hairstyle is just perfect for this. Like, yeah, I don't know. It just fits perfect into this depressing gray courtroom style when she's wearing this suit. And yeah, this just like everything is completely removed from anything magical or entertaining or beautiful. Just yeah, it's a really good movie. If you have the chance, there will be some international release. Like I said, it's a like French co-production, and usually his movies get released. I think, I hope. I'm not sure if, for example, Girl Missing got released in the West. I have no idea. Harmonium got released, I think. The Real Thing, I think, is the title, got released. I don't know. I hope this will get an international release. It will most likely play some more festivals if it hasn't already. Yeah, I guess there will be chances to watch it, so please watch it. It's a really good movie. It's very nice. Watch Fukuda in general, and yeah, I will hopefully get back with more videos soon. I have something horror related. That movie was pretty great, and I saw 3 other horror movies that I enjoyed quite a lot too. So I hope we will get back to that, and I've got some other plans. And yeah, now I will probably do a little bit of research for these things. So thank you very much. See you soon, and I hope I don't die under all my work pressure. Let's see. Thank you. Bye.